specifically freshman level class, something about college tips. And a lot of people did saving money. We did, I know now that you're freshmen, you're forced to live on campus, but next year you'll have the option to either go off campus or stay on campus. There's a lot of options there. And I'm going to pass around these brochures. My little presentations on considerations to take in when living on or off campus and making your choice. I'll wait till all the brochures get out and then I'll start. Alright, well the first topic we're going to talk about is location, how that's a factor, and choosing whether you're living on or off campus. Typically, if you're not on a USC housing premise, the closest near you are to campus, the more expensive it's going to be. You can go up to like $1,200 a month all the way, and the kind of farther you get away from campus, it gets a little cheaper, usually around $400 or $500 a month. With that, the location, another factor would be if you get farther away, transportation is going to be a factor. So if you do live on campus, one of the benefits, you don't have to really worry about a car or anything like that. You can just get a bike or walk. But if you do live off campus, I know tough economy and college kids always trying to save money. I'm a big fan of power sports, motorsports, so I recommend getting a moped. I had one, but it got stolen, unfortunately. But you can get about 100, 150 miles to the gallon. I used to fill up half gallon for a week, and it lasts me the whole week. Another factor is roommates. You can choose to live by yourself in all the other housing developments, and it gets more expensive. The more roommates you add, the cheaper and cheaper it gets. I know at Aspire, it can range anywhere from like $900 to $500, depending if you're living by yourself or just more roommates. Benefits of that, sure you have more roommates, you can split the cost, but make sure, they're good roommates, you won't have to worry about anything, but bad ones, they can be loud, noisy, distract from your work. As well as another factor to take in is the prices can be somewhat deceiving when you go look at places to live. Some places might seem really cheap at like $300, but they might have additional fees. It might not include utilities. So making sure all the commodities are included: electricity, water, and cable and internet. That's a big factor. Also, living on campus, usually you can get more in the social environment, and one of the benefits is you get more involved in campus activities, social life a little bit more. Living off campus, you can get away from that, not hear as much about what's going on campus. Price ranges on campus housing, if you do the math, it ranges from about $400 to $600 a month. Off campus, anywhere from $300 to $1,200. And yeah, that's about it. Any questions? Yes.
What was the main factor that made you want to live off campus?
My freshman year, I had kind of a bad experience. I lived in the honors dorms. They were really nice, but I just hated the fact that I was just so close. There's no privacy. I was sleep deprived all the time because roommate, coming in late, getting up early, and we just didn't really mesh well. That was my biggest factor. I just wanted my own room. Another consideration is when you do live somewhere else, make sure you do an individual leasing contract on your room rather than a shared leasing contract with the whole apartment, because that way if one of the roommates decides, hey, I'm just going to bail, you don't become responsible. I know Copper Beach is one of them. I think they're starting to switch because I have issues with that. One of my friends, he lived at Copper Beach, and One of his roommates, they didn't like pay the electricity or something, and it got pushed back on them. So make sure you find a place that does an individual lease agreement on your room. That way you technically kind of own your room, but you share the other living space. Anything else? Well, thanks for having us, and hope that helps. Here's everyone freshman here? Yeah. Here's thinking about staying on campus next year. I just want to know the percentage. Did everyone else think about moving off campus somewhere? Where are we thinking? Any ideas? Where? Olympia? Anybody else?
University Oaks.
University Oaks?
Yeah.
Okay. University Oaks, very nice there. Prices are really good too, all those stadium suites. It's about $500 a month, includes everything.